All right, folks. So today, riding down the highway, and all kind of lights went off on the Ford Explorer. We're going to be working on the ABS light came on, the traction control light, service advanced track. That is a wheel speed sensor. So I put it on the computer. Wheel speed sensor for the left driver side rear. So we're gonna get that changed and see if that solves the problem. Start by taking the lugs off, 3/4 inch socket to turn the car off. And I'm also going to disconnect the battery before I take that sensor out. I got the car up on jack stands, extra 6x6 block of wood support, and the jack. Now while we're in here, we're gonna just stop and take a look at a bunch of stuff to just see what we can see. So the brake surface looks good. My nut in the middle is fine. The brake pads themselves have plenty of brake pad on them. Just changed these less than a year ago. So from here I can see the part. Before we take it out or do anything, I'm just going to verify how it looks, and then I'll show you. Yep, that part looks about right. I'll sit that to the side. So this piece right here is the part that has the failure. So a lot of times though, if you take this nut out, see how all of this is kind of calcified around there, it's dirty. So a lot of times if you take that nut out, this black piece doesn't want to come out. So in some vehicles you have to take all this plastic out and everything. I think in the front it is like that, where you have to take this plastic out in order to find the other end of this. But luckily this is reachable right back there, so I won't have to do that. So I'm going to start working to get that out. You're going to spray it with like some PB Blaster or something like that, just to help break loose anything that may be holding it in place. And then we'll get to work on it. All right, so we're back down here in the wheel well. And we are going to be, hopefully you can see this, loosening this bolt. So first I'm just going to try it just a little bit. Then I'm going to spray a little PB all over it. I like to, some of these bolts, I like to tighten them a little bit just to help break them loose, and then go the opposite direction. I do it with an impact as well. That's really hard. All right, so I will let that penetrate for a moment. I will get under here and try to find where this sensor terminates. So typically, when I'm dealing with any electrical parts on a vehicle, I like to disconnect the battery first. That way everything has a chance to reset. You're not confusing anything with a new part that maybe wasn't OEM or any of that. So as long as you take that off, you're good. But that negative because it doesn't allow the circuit to complete, but we'll go ahead and take both sides off just for the heck of it. Now the battery is completely disconnected, so there's... All right, so after it's set for a moment, let's see how much traction we can get. There we go. You know, just because that bolt hasn't been out in forever, let's go ahead and put some more in there. All right, we'll sit this to the side. All right, so with this flathead screwdriver, I'm going to just kind of tap all around it to try to break the seal. And they say you have to be really careful because the part that goes into this hub can break off. So it looks like we got it broken loose. Look at that. There we go, people. There we go. This is what we're working on down here. The other end is here, kind of right on the back of the frame. So we'll get that taken out with a flathead screwdriver, and then we'll put them side by side to compare. You have to unlock it down at the bottom and then put a flathead screwdriver in the top, push it forward, and then this should just come out. There's the old one. Here's the new one. All right, let's compare the new and the old one together. They look exactly the same. All right, so luckily it has all of the, I thought I was gonna have to take off some of the hardware off the old one, but luckily it's already there. So we're gonna go ahead and route this back through how it was, and then we'll clip it on here in a second. This piece goes back up in there and down here. And this one comes down through here. You always want to be careful with any type of sensors or electrical parts because they're super sensitive. So this one comes into this clip here. This one comes into this clip here. I'm gonna get some paper towel and clean out the hole. First, I'm gonna go clip that underside in. I'm not gonna take you guys along for this one because it's hard to see down here for you. Slide this one back in nice and easy. And reverse our steps, putting it back in. Remember, you're screwing the steel bolt into a steel hub with plastic in the middle, so there's no need to go crazy on tightening it down. Just needs to make sure it's snug and doesn't bounce around. That's why I didn't use the impact or bigger ratchets or any of that. Okay. It's in there. So whenever you deal with lugs, each of these lugs has a torque spec. So, you know, it's how tight it's supposed to be in order to be safe. So what I'm gonna do for now is I'm gonna tighten these down, and then I'm gonna go and get the torque wrench and torque them all down so that they're within the right specifications to be safe. We always put these on by hand. I'll hit it once with the impact, just a little bit. Then we'll let the car down and do it the rest. Success. All right, so the lights are off. The car rolls like it's supposed to. Still got some oxygen sensor that I want to address, but other than that, I think we're good. Hey, do me a favor, like, comment, and subscribe. Very helpful. Doesn't cost you a thing. Just take a moment, mash that button. It's somewhere down there. You got it. I appreciate y'all for watching. Hope it helps.